Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pap's Farm. We are gonna hop back on the 460 here and mow a little bit more. It's a little before 11 o'clock in the morning here on the farm. So, what I was thinking is that uh, we'll do another lap around here, and then we're gonna head up to the store and get ourselves a wagon. Now, if I remember right, our truck is already up there, so I may do a little trickery here and just tab up there. I know that kind of ruins the immersion, but we'll just pretend that the fine folks at the store gave us a ride or something along those lines. But I want to get some things cleared out so that we can, one, sell a little bit of this grass for some income, and two, get a little driveway put in today. That's the goal, okay? The goal today, get a wagon, make some money, get a driveway. If we can get all those things done, I will be a happy camper, so to speak. Ha! Get it? Happy camper because we have a camping tent? Anyways, I really like that now that we have this perimeter, we have a better understanding of what actually is our land. That makes me feel a lot better as we move forward with the series, as we work to make sense of this farm. Now, I realize that there are quite a few sections here with some of these nasty bushes. Now, there are different things, different mods and things that can deal with those. But to be honest, oh, this might hurt. Is it going to hit it? Oh, it just went right over. Perfect. There's some mods and things that would allow us to remove some of these thick bushes. But I don't want to just come right in and clear everything to make it look like one big open field. I do want to leave some trees and some bushes. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to go around this bush right here with the mower. Okay, we're back to where we started. I'll go down to where the tent is. Like these four trees here will probably go. Maybe that one there. Because I definitely think we can tuck a little field in here. I definitely think that's true. So that's gonna go eventually. I'm just thinking out loud here with what we're trying to do to set up a genuine farm. Uh, Mowing the grass is cool and all, but I do think it would be nice to get ourselves a genuine farm. We want to get some animals, we want to get all sorts of things, but for right now, I think we're going to make this our kind of base of operations, our kind of farmyard, if you will. And it's not going to be very big initially, but I think it will be a good place to start. Let's turn this around. I just want to cut like right up to the tent if I can. Like right along here. I don't want to hit the tent, but right along here. Get a little area cut in. So I appreciate everyone's patience watching this series as I get used to more of a semi-roleplay kind of style. I'm still learning how to build the storyline around what I'm doing, and the immersion might come naturally for other people, but I'm still learning what that means for my playthrough style. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pretend that the store came here to pick us up. Okay, we need to return that truck. Okay, so the store, we're up here at the store, and what I want to do is check out in this loading wagon category. I believe, here it is. Look at this. Look at this beautiful 11,000 capacity, and it only costs $675. So we're gonna buy this. I think he said, hopefully, that our truck will be able to haul it. If our truck can't haul it, we'll have to drive the tractor back up here to get it. But I'm hoping that the truck can do it. Let's see. Well, it's not pretty. We have to suspend some disbelief here, but we got it. We're going to go ahead back to our farm with our new wagon. Then, you know what I'm curious about is where we're going to sell the grass. Because eventually, maybe maybe we could make silage, and we could, whoa. Pretty good brakes on this old truck. Eventually, maybe we can make silage and sell that, or give it to animals. But for right now, I just don't want to throw away the grass. I don't want to just cut it and have it regrow to no financial benefit to us. Even if we just make enough to pay for the wagon, even if we just sell a wagon load and it's worth $800, great. That's $800 we didn't have before. So I don't want to be ungrateful for the resources that we have. I feel like I really have an impulse to pass this guy on the yellow line, but there's two reasons I don't want to do that. One, it's very illegal, and we're trying to follow the rules here. And two, this bridge is small, and that car was coming. Alright, look at that. Big fancy turn from that little car. So hey, you remember that field? We worked that recently. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? It's like, I'll just pick up some of this grass, but I don't think it'll work without a power takeoff. So we need the tractor for that. I'm gonna borrow the neighbor's little driveway here to get us parked. Right like that. Okay. Alright. And I'm gonna just park this in the shade here for right now, but maybe we'll get a little bit of a different setup eventually. Okay, this is exciting. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. I'm super excited. Super excited. If this works, we are going to be in good shape. It's going to be a nice little bit of income. Make the farm look a little better. Okay. Is it going to work is the big question. I wouldn't say that this counts as it working. I wouldn't say that at all. I would say this counts as not working. Stuff like this is why I say if it works. Because... What do you mean I don't have access? Oh, I must have went a little to the side. There is no way that this tractor doesn't have enough horsepower for this. The reason that it's doing this is because it should be higher, I think. This hitch should be coming up on that higher pin, I think, is the problem. I don't know for sure, but that would be my guess as to why it's not quite working. I want to double check. So the horsepower requirement is 40 and our tractor has 50. So it feels unfortunate, but this is the inherent risk. You know, for those of you that play this game, you know, when you mess around with mods, there's an inherent risk that it's gonna not work out. So a few different options we have here moving forward. We could lease a different tractor that might work. That way we could just use the different tractor. Like, it's going fine downhill because gravity's helping propel it. So we could do that. We could just cut our losses and return the loading wagon and maybe try a different loading wagon. I could try to get things, you know, square before I turn the wagon on so that we're not sliding all over the place. Is it? Boy, I was really hopeful that was going to work. Well, there's no other way to say it. That's disappointing. Alright, so whatever's the cheapest will be grass. So probably that. One of these is grass and one of these is straw. And I don't know which is which. Oh, there we go. Down in the bottom right, you can see. Okay, Lazy Acres Farm is 88. Lazy Acres Farm. So we have to go up there to the right. Well, not ideal, but let's do that. Also, while I'm thinking about it, because I saw it in the neighbor's yard, we want to return that lease. For some of you who might not realize it, you can't just like have equipment that you're using that you don't either own or lease, and so I leased that truck just to have access to it to play for the storyline. But if you lease, it'll take money out, and I don't want to pay attention to every little nickel that it takes. So if you're wondering why I didn't bother getting more of the grass, it's because this didn't really work. Even though we meet the horsepower requirement, so that's a bummer. But sometimes it is what it is. So we don't turn at this road, we turn at the second road. So then we'll head back, put the driveway in, and call it. So at 80 bucks per thousand, we're only going to get what, 400? Close to 500 bucks. So we won't even have paid for the loading wagon. But the good news is we almost paid for the loading wagon, and we know that this, you know, it doesn't work great, but it can work in a pinch. So if we do decide to get maybe some sheep or something like that that we can just feed with grass, we could use this. So we're gonna head up here. I haven't been to this sell point yet, so this is fun. So it's up here at just past this little field that's going to be on our left. Not this big one, but there's a little field right here, right past that. Is it? Yeah, sorry, I pulled out in front of this car. That's a nice little field there too. I kind of like to take note of the little fields, because especially if they're in reasonable driving distance of our farm, because we might take on a few more contracts to do some of the smaller fields. I don't want to take on big contracts, because they can. I mean, a big harvesting contract can take like 2 hours, and I don't know for sure, but I don't think that's what most people want to watch. Okay, so in here, why does the thing keep popping up? Yes, in here, right? Oh, I bet it's because of the 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 gate is gonna hit in some of these spots. Wow. This has really panned out to be a colossal failure. Wait, will it let me out here? For those of you who are not sure what I'm doing, this is not how it's supposed to work. I should just be able to hit the button and it should just empty it all. This should have been done 2 minutes ago. I should already be halfway home. This is very frustrating, and I don't know if it's just because this tractor is too low for this wagon. Anybody wants to leave a comment to let me know why this is failing so poorly, or doing so poorly? I'd love to know some other thoughts on this. It should just keep going. This is surreal. I'm not even like moving the tractor, and sometimes it's working and sometimes it's not. Oh my word. I have 400 hours in this game and I've never had this happen. So, GG. I don't want to haul it back to my farm. I don't need it there. I need the money. Okay, there was a nice little chunk. And now I'm going to get stuck here. Let's try going back through. Well, I can assure you all that's not how that's supposed to work. I'm going to tab back to the farm, and I'm going to put in the driveway that I want to put in because I want to. And I'm very frustrated with the way that worked. Okay, so we want to go to this, and we want to switch to, we're going to go with the dirt texture, and we'll get as close to the road as we, is that dirt? Yeah, that's the dirt texture. Get as close to the road as we can, and I don't know, there we don't own that land. Okay. This is why I wanted to pick up all this grass. Because we could make money, but since that's not cooperating, we'll just do it like this. Okay. Let's widen that just a little, if we can. Is it gonna remember what I was doing? Oh, it's the property line. That's the issue. Okay. Well, that feels like a driveway. So, what do you think? Should we drive home with the wagon? Probably should. Okay, let's get rid of this. All right. What I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do is it won't let me dump it here. All right. Well, we'll just take it home with us then. Let's see. We made a left into here. Okay, that was something. I guess we'll have to try a different tractor with this. But we know this tractor works really well with the mower, so that's a good thing. Maybe in the next episode we can do a bit more mowing. I don't know what else we want to do, to be honest. There's a lot that we could do, but what do we want to do? What's the right thing to do? So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon in game time. Oh man, I think we better go in front of this big truck. So if the loading wagon doesn't work on another tractor, then I think we return it, right? That's going to be a surefire like problem with the mod kind of situation. If you look at it here, you know, this loading wagon shouldn't be pointing down. It should be level. So I'm going to guess that it has to do with the placement of the pin on this tractor, the hookup on this tractor. Because that's not what the PTO shaft should look like either. The PTO shaft should be below the pin connection. So I think if we get the right kind of, oh sorry, that truck's so mad at me. If we get the right kind of hookup, it shouldn't be an issue. So I don't really want to return the wagon right now. The other thing I want to look into is how much it would cost to get a front loader for this tractor, because we may be doing some front loader kind of work. Did we buy a flat trailer? I don't recall, because I think we just decided to drive the tractor home, so we didn't end up needing a front trailer. You know what? I think I am. Even though we don't need this grass, I think I'm going to try to pick up some of this. I'm just thinking if we can get a front loader, what we might be able to do is make a little silage pit. Because silage is worth a lot more than grass, and all you need to make silage is grass that you let it ferment. So there's a lot of potential income in the grass that's on this lot, and I hate to let it go. All right, let's enjoy the drive here. We're gonna hop in first person. That looks a little silly having that tree there, so I may take it out, but Here we are, friends. Welcome home. That's not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. Pretty excited for this. All right. Well, I think that's gonna call it. We got our homestead started, if you will, and we got our driveway in. So next time we're probably gonna look for a bit more mowing. Maybe we'll drop a few trees and get some money that way. And soon, I think we're gonna have animals and fields in a matter of a couple episodes. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Bluebelly. I play simulation games, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.